Hey, have you ever been in a situation that you was dealing with somebody and y'all had a certain understanding? Friends with benefits or whatever you want to call it. And you caught feelings when you didn't supposed to? Man, let me tell you something. There was a time when I didn't really care. Until I met this female I didn't want to share. Caught feelings and it didn't supposed to happen. Snuck from behind, it must have happened over time. I'm kind of confused and don't know what to do. Trying to maintain, riding out this love train. But the feelings getting stronger. I don't know if I can hold it any longer. I'm mad cause I brought it on myself. We see other people, but I don't want nobody else. I really need to get my mind right, then break the news to her when the time's right.
Hello, 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 everybody. I hope y'all are doing all right. Y'all come on in. All right. Well, I want to say hello and thank everyone for tuning in to an interview with hosted by yours truly, Eunice White. It is here where I interview talented independent artists or entrepreneurs from all walks of life. Joining us tonight is DC's own Smoke D, an independent rapper and R&B artist. We're going to talk about all things music, past, present, and future, current and upcoming projects. But first, I want to thank my sponsors tonight. They are Untapped Talent Records, Untapped Music Radio, and Armstrong International Media, also known as AIM, A-I-M, for the culture, for the collective. I want to thank them so much for their sponsorship every week on an interview with. So, hello, DC's own Smoke D, and thank you so much for being on an interview with.
Glad to be here. I'm glad you had me here. Thank you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Listen, you will be the first person I interviewed so far since September. I started this thing back in September. Just see what will come about it. And so far, I've been blessed to meet so many talented people from all walks of life, like as an independent artist doing their thing. But you're the first from DC, from the DMV area. Oh. Yeah, you're the first. And I'm right here. I've interviewed people from around the world, Italy, down south, but no one from here. So I'm honored to meet you, to have met you, and I'm honored to have you on tonight. So thanks
for history making. That's good history making.
It is. So when did you fall in love with hip hop and R&B?
I fell in love with hip hop first. Well, let's say if you're gonna say R&B, we'll take it back to the 70s. We all know the stylistics and all that. Yeah. And then I got away from it when the sound changed. When it got to the 80s, the pop type thing, I got away from it.
Right.
Okay, and then when the 90s came with your Brian McKnights and things like that, I didn't like R&B. I didn't really care for that R&B. I guess at that time I was just too hard. Everything was gangster then. So
okay,
I appreciate it now. So, but I think when NWA came through, it took the cake. You know. But before then, of course, you had your LLs, your Run DMCs, and things like that. But it didn't strike me until like that 90s era when NWA came through with and it just went from there.
You know what? I'm surprised it didn't strike you even sooner when Luke had his thing going on down south. For real. He went to Congress and everything on that. So
but I couldn't dance. You couldn't dance. I couldn't dance off of it. It's too fast. That's a female song to dance off. So, I can't get down that fast. But
But yeah, but shout out to the West Coast back in them days, because they did make a mark on rap history as well. And shout out to all the artists back in the early 90s. I mean, everybody was on, everybody was hungry. Everybody was hungry, and everybody was doing their thing.
Yeah.
And
back then with KRS-One, I can't forget about him. Before the 90s, it was them. Coogee Rap, the KRS-Ones, the Big Daddy Kane. So
yeah. And that would be my experience as well as yours. It was during that time where early 90s for me, when I had a chance to meet many of the folks that you even mentioned and interview them as well. It was the opportunity that was just awesome, because we were all young. We were babies, you know what I'm saying? We were babies, but to see how they have grown and progressed over the last 20-something, 30 years is amazing. It's amazing. They went beyond just the art of rap music, just the art of R&B, but into actual businesses. Shout out to Nas. Nas, he hooked up with Pantone and came up with his own color, black. I mean, trying to go outside the box. And that's what I was super excited
about. You never
something
thought about something like that would happen. I never thought something like that would happen. So
I don't think anybody thought that. Really, honestly. I don't think anybody. Well, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Maybe they did, and they just did not put it out there like that. But honestly, you're right. Many people did not think that far ahead. They were not universal. They were not futuristic. They was just like, I'm here right now, I'm rapping. But at a certain time, even with ball players, even with different folks, the time kind of runs out, and you need to be prepared to, what can I do now? How can I reinvent myself? And those jokers reinvented themselves. So shout out to them. But I feel you. I feel you on that, on those legends back in the day. And they just set a pavement. I have a brother, he's in the rap music, and his own label down south. And he followed Master P to the letter. I think he bought his book, his life, whatever. And I was like, you know what? I didn't realize it, but self-made. And that's his mindset. He's been that ever since. And so, shout out to all those guys that went before us, that come before us and set the tone for this whole, rap thing. But when we talk about rap and R&B, and they were, assigned to labels back then. Let's just make sure we clear. They were assigned to labels back then. We have this whole new generation of independent artists. And you and I did a pre-interview, and I learned so much from you in just that pre-interview. I was like, oh my God, I pray that you drop some gems for those coming behind you, or those who are current with your colleagues, and you could actually just like share your experiences being an independent artist. Because I was like, I would have never thought of that. But you trained me as well, and I appreciate that. And you were so
still learning
with it, still humble. I was like, that's sweet, because you didn't have to be humble about it and share stuff. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Well, in this game, I'm still learning, because one thing we don't have, since we have internet and it's wide open, anybody can do something, upload, and say what they want to say. But what we don't have is someone grooming, like how to speak at a conference or interview, or things like that. We don't have that. So a lot of us are just reckless of saying things in an era where you get dragged for now. Everything
culture.
Is
what do they call it? They call it cancel culture. Is that it?
Cancel culture and this and that. Okay. So I think the people that have to worry about canceling culture is the ones that have something to lose, mainly to lose.
Okay.
So big corporations get behind you, endorsements and things like that. But if you just a little knucklehead off the street and you say what you want to say, they got the freedom to do that. What could you do to them?
So is that the benefit of being an independent artist? Is having like more control over?
Yeah. So but then some people have deals out there. You can be independent under some type of deal, and however they structure that. Maybe you don't walk away with your masters. They still own, or get a chunk. The more money they had to put into you, the more money they don't want back. So it's good to have something, bring something to the table, or just stay independent and, grind it out. I choose to just grind it out.
Yeah, and I listened to every song you sent me, and I love every song. I was like, this dude, he got it going on. I love it, and again, your stories and the stories that you're telling through your music are so like relatable. It resonates. I'm pretty sure with so many people. Like I wish you so much. I wish you so much good blessings. I say, because I love your music. It's absolutely cool,
Thank
absolutely
you.
cool. So as you got started, when did you decide to make this thing a career, professional for you?
Um, it didn't hit me until I kept writing. You have
Oh,
your little rhyme book, and you have all these songs, and you go to a studio, and at the time, a studio be like, all right, we're gonna finish this tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. You go to the
mm,
studio again, working on a new song. We're gonna finish that one too. So before you know it, I had a whole bunch of unfinished music,
hmm
and I had nobody to show me how to upload, how to get it out on a distribution platform such as TuneCore, CD Baby, or something like that. And
okay,
I had to learn all of that. Or
yeah,
mixing and mastering, didn't know what mixing and mastering was, or a track out versus an MP3. So it was a lot to learn. So I got with the right people and just started over. Went back to the rhyme book, finished those songs, polished them up, made them updated, and just started putting them out. And I didn't care about what the industry was sounding like. I just knew what I wanted to say and
okay.
how I wanted my music to sound. So even if it didn't fit the trend of today's music, it's my music. I'm independent. I can do what I want. Just push it out. Somebody gonna like something. So
Exactly. And at the end of this interview, I like to always ask, what advice would you give if you don't mind repeating that whole thing between this and a that and that and this? That would be so awesome. Because again, like I said, in our pre-interview, I was like, you taught me so much. You taught me a lot. I was like, oh my God, like I would have never thought this, do that. And not many people are willing to give that information or willing to pass it down. They're not willing to pass that baton down. Many people are just like,
yeah,
okay, you figured it out. You figured it out on your own because you
yeah.
had no choice but to figure it out. But the fact that you're just humble enough to say, yo, you need to do this, that, I'm greatly appreciative. I really am. I really am. I want you to know that I appreciate you sharing what you
Thank you.
shared. I really do. Because
We
that
talked about so much. I
we
can
did.
barely. It's so much. I had to remember what it was. So
I know. Hey, I'll be calling you like, hey, look, Smoke D. And I hope I can
no
find
problem.
you available. I promise you, I appreciate you.
No
So
problem.
I know that a lot of what you shared with me tonight, in the past week rather, others are going to really, 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 be appreciative as well. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
No
So we are
problem.
here tonight, guys, with Smoke D, DC's own. Let me make sure that makes that clear. DC's own Smoke D. He is
Yeah.
in the house tonight. He's here to talk about his career as a independent music artist, rapper, and R&B artist. We're going to get into his music shortly. But first, I want to just like check in on one of my sponsors real quick. That's helping me out here and doing the things. And I want to say hello to everybody. We're gonna come back and say hi to everybody in the chat in just a second. But y'all hold on a second. Let me get to my peoples. And we're gonna do our thing. Hold on one moment. Okay. Yeah, DC's own Smoke D is in the house tonight. If you're just tuning in, he's here on an interview with hosted by yours truly. I want to thank everybody, as always, for tuning in. If you have any questions for the artists, for the guests, or myself, please put them in the chat, and we'll hit you up. We'll definitely make sure that you get recognized and your questions get answered. But again, in the meantime, let's meet one of our my first artists. Okay, Untapped Talent Records and Untapped Music Radio. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. One. And before I do that, one thing that I want to mention is that we're Untapped Music Radio and Untapped Talent Records. They're looking for all independent artists. singers, rappers, poets. If you need beats from them, if you need management from them, if you need studio time from them, or if you want to hear your music play on their radio station in rotation, that's the internet radio station in rotation, hit them up at untappedtalentrecordings@gmail.com. Again, that's untappedtalentrecordings@gmail.com. They have some affordable prices, and they are a one-stop shop for all of your needs. Okay, we're going to check them out, check out their affordable prices. We're going to also hear a funky production by DJ Get Loose, and we're going to meet an untapped talent recording artist, Stevie G, whose song Bougie is available for purchase on all streaming platforms. So just hold on a second. We're going to hit them up real quick.
To Manhattan, I'm a East Coast dude, kinda managed, kinda rude. I like 'em bougie, bougie, picky and choosy, choosy.
And we're back again. For more information on affordable packages, please contact DJ or T Hatchet at untappedtalentrecordings@gmail.com. Interview with can be heard on untappedmusicradio.airtime.pro every Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to thank the Untapped Talent Records and Untapped Talent Music Radio for sponsoring an interview with, hosted by yours truly, and presented by Armstrong International Media. Aim for the culture, for the collective. Okay, so again, if you're just tuning in, we are here tonight talking to DC's own Smoke D. So let's talk about the music, DC's own Smoke D. Talk about your music. Talk about your music, the songs that you have out right now, or that you want us to know about.
Oh, I put my first project out in 2010. And from there, I think I put one out. But back then, I was still learning the business. I didn't even know. I was still that first project wasn't mixed or mastered. Like I was saying back then, I knew people that can do it. But for some reason, it was like when you in a group of people, everybody wasn't feeling. They felt certain people. They was clicked up. I wasn't in a clique. So it was a lot of information I wasn't going to get. And I had to learn on my own. But, 2010, then I put one out 2012 and 2014, I think 16. I was just doing it from there, just going. Whatever I had in my rhyme book, I knew I was going to put out. I didn't want to hold anything, And, I just went from there.
Tell us about your rhyme book. What's in your rhyme book?
Oh, well, some of the concepts came from, long as it was relatable to life. Sometimes I might get out with a pad and pen and just walk the streets, look left and right. You see stuff, you make it rhyme. Before you know it, you got an urban story.
You do. You hear stuff and you make it rhyme. You could sit in a restaurant and hear all the conversations that's around you, and then you have a story.
Yeah. So I didn't want to be the type that just rhyme for bars, just make a rhyme, just a rhyme. It's like it's nothing in it.
Yeah.
You know, I can have people partying, but you ain't learning nothing from it, you know. So, you know, and I was like, you know, you only got one life. So if you're gonna leave here, at least have some something relevant that you can leave back 50, 75 years from now and it can still be relatable. So
that's what I call universal. That's right. Universal teaching. Yeah. I mean, it's no different than Tupac. Tupac has been gone for how many years? I have no idea, but his writings are still relevant. My kids love Tupac. Never, you know, and then there's their children who will love Tupac. It's universal. It's like you never learn anything under news. There's nothing new under the sun. However, there is still something that you can drop to those coming behind us and make sure they can pick up something that will help them out. So I always call it universal. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's good. So I have a question for you. I absolutely love all the music you sent me.
Well, thank you.
Every last
piece. That.
Every last piece. And when you stated that is life, you're right. You're right. And definitely she could be commended on the fact that you have music that you can share. It's super transparent and hope that it will help someone else along the way or bless somebody else's life. I appreciate it. I love all that music. So we can go to your first video if you want to. You let me know what you want to hear. I know you try to put it in my hands. We'll put it back in your hands.
It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure the people doesn't know it. So whatever they see, it might be new to them. So yeah.
Okay.
Your choice.
My choice? Okay. Let me see what I want to. This is DC's own Smoke D. And he is, I want to call you almost a philosopher. I'm telling you, this is what I'm getting, you know, and I hope everybody feel the same way I feel. I absolutely love your music. I was like, he is not playing. And your life story plays out in your music. You seem not to be, you know, ashamed of all that stuff. You want to, you know, like set folks up. Okay, I'll pick a song. You set us up for that video. How about that? That? Let me find a song, and you set us up because you put your life in your music, and that's what I'm trying to say. That I appreciate about an artist like yourself. No problems with that. This is not made up stuff. He put his life in his music. So I want to shoot for. Let me see now. Let's go with. All right, we're going to go with obstacles, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to tell us about obstacles, where you were coming from with that, why you wrote it, and what you want people to get, the message you want people to take away from that.
Obstacles started with the first verse. I think I knew 3 people that had cancer or died from cancer, was dying from cancer. Okay. You know how some people say things come in threes or whatever. So it made me think, what if I had cancer? How would I be?
Okay.
You know, something we don't really think about until you got it. So I was like,
you have it, exactly.
You know, and people have options. Like some people don't tell people, they just deteriorate, don't say nothing. Or some people accept it and just want to be around their family and friends and say, you know, I want to live my last days with my family. And I think that's where it came from. So that first verse was like, you know, that's what I would. If that happened to me, I'd rather be around my family and friends. And then the second concept came when you know, going through something with one of my children's mother. And and I haven't you know, I haven't talked to her in a while. So I was like, if it's one of these type of situations, let me just let her keep an open letter for my daughter.
That's beautiful.
And put it in the video so it would never die. You know?
That's sweet. That's sweet. Yeah. That's sweet. You know, we are all human, and we all get to a place where we have to kind of like face us. And it's good that you're able to be able to do that. And you know what? This is the real me. This that. And I hope you can appreciate it and accept it and know it's coming from a sincere place. So y'all, we're about to go watch Obstacles by DC's own Smoke D. I hope y'all enjoyed the video because I most certainly did. I loved it. He sent me like 6, 7 songs. I was like, I like them all. But anyway, we're going to show this video, guys. We're going to show this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Check it out. This is DC's own. He's representing the whole DMV. DC's own Smoke D. His song, Obstacles. All right, here we go.
You know, I was thinking, man, sometimes life can be something. Life, you never know which way it's going to take you. Issues you may face, obstacles you may have to go through, you know, full of drama, full of tears, full of joy on the other end. But you know, if the doctor told me that I had cancer and I had 6 months to live, well, I just give up on life without a fight, saying it is what it is. Or surround myself with loved ones, close family, friends, and kids, and live my days feeling lots of love till the day I close my lids. Sometimes I try to see things in a different way as life would be. You won't know till it's gonna be your time to go. It doesn't come with guarantees. I'm good to people that's good to me, and that's the only way I can see it. I'm not kissing up to nobody. If you don't like me, well, so be it. I'm gonna keep smiling and shining, still hustling and grinding. Try to minimize the mistakes I made and leave the past behind it. It ain't easy trying to think positive, but to move forward, I'll try. I'm not perfect, hoping I can change my ways if possible with these obstacles.
These obstacles I face may seem to never fade, but I gotta keep striving till I reach those better days, better days. These obstacles I face may seem to never fade, but I gotta keep striving till I reach those better days, better days, yeah. Yeah, never fade. I'm looking for those better days till I reach.
Times things can be a trip.
I'm looking for those
Gotta go
better
through it though.
days.
I have a daughter that I haven't seen in years, but I make my child support payments. No hatred towards my baby mama, but I don't indulge in drama. We departed ways, but it ain't a day I don't think about you, Miss Kobe. And hope the day that will never come when you're feeling like you don't know me. It's a possible chance I could pass away without telling the side of my story. Just note that your dad got love for you, and I apologize for what you're going through. No time for who's to blame. My number is still the same. If you need me, don't hesitate to pick up the phone and give your dad a ring. Cause I'm feeling like it's all a game, and that's the way it's gonna be. No need for restraining order, I'm just trying to see my daughter. Missing your wonder years of you growing up and I'm not around. Only time will tell if it's possible with these obstacles.
These obstacles I face may seem to never fade, but I gotta keep striving till I reach those better days, better days. These obstacles I face may seem to never fade, but I gotta keep striving till I reach those better days, better days, yeah.
Yeah, DC's own Smoke D. You know, I was once told the soul that's afraid to die will never learn to live. And I believe that. Real talk.
Never fade.
Life lessons. But we gotta live it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking for those better days.
I just try to learn as I go, for real. Life don't come with no manual, you just go with the flow. And learn.
And you are so right. Life does not come with a manual. We have to figure this thing out sometimes on our own. I love your music. So that's what I was trying to say. Transparency and your humbleness in your music, it's so relatable. I'm but a lot of folks also, like, you literally are teaching. I appreciate that. I love that. I do. So listen, we're gonna go to the chat real quick because I see some chats. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's a Southern person in me. I'm from North Carolina, so hey.
Oh, okay.
I want to say hi to the beautiful Bria. Hi, sweetheart. She's so cute. Arthur James Rodman, thank you for tuning in. And I always like to shout him out. He was my very, very first interview on an interview with. He has a book out called Author James. It's called My Butterfly. But he is Author James Rodman on all social media platforms. It's a wonderful book about his life and his perspective on relationships. So please, y'all, if y'all like that type of reading, it's a good, easy to read, and it's great from a man's perspective on love. It's called My Butterfly. That's author James Rodman in the building. Good evening, sir. DJ Bilal, what's happening, DJ Bilal? How you doing? Hi, Miss Sandra Bowles. I should be saying Auntie Sandra Bowles at this point. How you doing, Auntie? Hi, T. Hatchett and Minister T. Hatchett. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys have any questions for our artists tonight, please put them in the chat. Okay, so we do have one question. You ready? And it goes, how you read for someone outside?
What was that?
How you read for someone outside? DJ Bilal, put that in the comments. Was that for me, DJ Bilal? How you respond? We'll come back. How you read for someone outside? How do you read? How do you maybe play for someone outside? How do you? And then we have Music List Forever, Valerie. Thank you, Valerie, for tuning in. Thank you, my baby, my son. He's tuning in. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. That's fire. They're loving you.
Thank you.
Bilal, I don't know if I was clear with that question, so please forgive me, but put it back into the chat for me. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. He says, have you ever wrote for someone outside? There we go. I get it. Thank you.
I got that question, but yeah, actually on my own music, on my own songs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I might have a singer, but she couldn't, maybe couldn't write, or he couldn't write, or she couldn't write the part. So I might write the part for him. I just need you to sing it,
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've done that,
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. Okay. Miss Sandra said that was smooth. It's a nice song. You put two different issues in one song. I'm like, I listen to your music all day today. I like him. I love it. Okay, then you have that is very nice. Yes, it is. Everybody showing you some love, homeboy. Showing you some love. That's fire. I really
appreciate that.
Yeah, if you guys have any other questions, please put them in the chat. Please put them in the chat for our artists. So we are here for those who are just tuning in. We are here with DC's own Smoke D. Why you wondering about know you from DC?
Good question. There's a few Smoke D's out there. There's a few Smoke D's. Yeah, so I had to separate myself from the rest. And I must say, shout out to the first Smoke D I heard from UGK down in Texas.
Seriously?
In Bun B's clique. That's the first Smoke D, and the one I know that was doing this thing a long time, probably before me. So shout out to Smoke D in Houston, Texas, from UGK.
Okay, shout out. Yeah. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So to separate yourself, you had to say, "Hey,
DC's own,
and you're DC's own." So born and raised in DC, huh?
Yes.
So I don't. Whoa. I'm about to say I don't think I heard or felt like I heard any go-go in, but I promise you, the last song, I could see a go-go band playing that music. I think I do feel that in that. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah. I have two go-go songs.
Okay.
But they was explicit. Now I didn't want to. I just want to keep it clean for the night. So,
I appreciate you.
Yeah, just keep it clean.
You got any clean music? You said, "Oh yeah, I definitely do." So that's another tip for independent artists to always have a clean version, right, of your music.
Keep a clean version. You never know when you may have to do a show outside, and you don't want to be bleep 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 bleep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I done seen people get walked off stage for lying.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Terry Hatchett, she's asking, do you have more than one producer?
Like two, but I'm always open for more production. If the beat sounds good to me, I'm a rock with it. It's that simple.
Okay.
You know, if the beat sounds good, I'm a rock with it.
DJ Get Loose is in the house. He says, "Hey everyone, peace and love." Hey DJ Get Loose, I love the people. I love all.
How's it going?
I'm telling you, they some good folks. My first sponsors, if you recall, when I did my commercial break, that's those folks, Terry and DJ Get Loose, Frank Hatcher. They are awesome. I love those people. Love them, love them.
Thanks for tuning in.
For me. Yep, definitely. Okay, so let me get back to over here. All right. So let me ask you a question. Another question, and that is, who are some of your favorite musicians? Who inspires you?
It wouldn't be in a rap. Yeah, I tell you that. When it comes to the R&B, I listen to a lot of Brian McKnight. Or I can go further. I might mix it up and go to the jazz with John Coltrane or something like that.
Okay.
You know, old stuff to just you know, relax and calm your mind type music, you know, or Al Jarreau. So things I grew up on as kids. You know, when your mother playing music and you was forced to listen to whatever she was playing in the house, it just stuck with you. Right. So, you know, the Spinners and all of that. So, you know, that's my stuff. And I learned how to appreciate music inside. Like if I'm getting a track, it got to be like musical. If it's that type of song, you know, if I'm gonna do an R&B, it got to be like music, like. So, got to sound like music, not just noise, not just sounds put together. You got to sound like music.
So you're right. So and I appreciate that perspective. I so wish if we had a time machine and we can kind of and I'm not putting today's artists down in any way. They have their own. Yeah. We pass the baton and they're taking it and they're doing their own thing. So I'm not gonna, knock today's music, but I swear, I've often said if I could have been in the studio when Marvin Gaye did What's Going On, or if he did any song, if I could have just been in the studio that day, fly on the wall, I'm pretty sure I would have lost my mind. Yeah. That's the type of appreciation I'm speaking. I wish that many of us today, it's not about, don't just sample music. Can you actually feel it? Can you actually experience? Can you figure a way to put yourself at that moment of what was happening at the time, and why that particular music was created? And I don't care who the artist was at the time, but a lot of us, I'm telling you, I absolutely wish that I could have been in the studio to hear the original music, the instrumentation. We're talking violins, trumpets, freaking trombones,
harmonica.
Come on,
Stevie Wonder with the harmonica. So,
please, we could have just been there just to see all that take place to create one album, a 7-minute album at that, a 7-minute song rather at that. I'm telling you, I just wish that maybe some of our current artists, and I'm not saying they didn't do that research. I'm just saying if we just could have placed ourselves during that time, during that struggle, during the happiness, whatever, I think that would have been just like really awesome. I could have, if I could have just been a fly on the wall when Chaka first came out, and she's with Rufus and all the whole band, you know what I'm saying? And she just a little young gal, like 18, 19 years old. She's singing with all these dudes and just putting it out there. I just wish I could have just like been there, but I really would have loved to have. I hope that the generation today could appreciate that, that.
Yeah.
From our rap artists to our go-go artists, like Chuck Brown, anybody before him, but no, there was Chuck Brown.
Yeah.
Sam. And so I definitely don't say anything away from him, but to just have been there when he was putting together this sound for the DC area, going back to Latin American music, putting that in his sound. The Congos, all that stuff, like, all that, and then taking it back to our Africas. That's where it all kind of flowed from, right?
Exactly.
I just wish we could just go back those days and sit at their feet and feel all of this, feel all the music, all the lessons, all the learning just from that experience. I really wish we could just do that. Yeah. So anyway, shout out to the forefathers. Shout out to them. Shout out to every last one of them.
I think they get the picture now, though. Because all you have to do is take something like George Floyd. and you can go back and take Marvin Gaye's song "Mercy, Mercy Me" and put them together, and the kids today would get an understanding of it once you hear the words of it.
See, yeah, you're right.
What was
You're
happening
right.
back then, you bring it here with So
that's what I was saying earlier. There's nothing new under the sun. This stuff kind of like comes back. It comes back at a certain point. So back then, that was the issue with the whole Martin Luther King. Today, it was like you said, a George Floyd, or it could be Freddie Grays. You know, anybody. You know, shout out to everybody. Shout out to all of them. And I hate that we lost so many people, but shout out to all of them. And me personally, I just think that music, I think heals. I swear, I think it heals. And I just pray that we continue to let that, continue it on, continue it flow. All right, so we're gonna flip real quick and go back to our comments. Real quick. The comments are blowing up. They are blowing up. So we'll get to, they're showing you love. That's one thing I love about my audience. They love our guests. They love our guests.
Thank you.
If you're just tuning in, you are here with DC's own Smoke D. He is a rapper and R&B artist. Again, let me see. Try to make sure I didn't go too far back. All right. Valerie said that's fire. This is the last song we talked about. And if you have any questions for Smoke D, please put them in the comments, guys. Very nice. Yeah, that's a real nice song.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah. All right. Bilal, he said, okay, right. You said you do. You answered his question. Hey, DJ Bilal, Tuesdays on untappedmusicradio.airtime.pro. That's the DJ for the day. He's no joke. House music DJ, gospel music DJ. He is all that. Let's see here. All right, let's go. Peace and love. There we go.
Thank you.
Hey, cuz. All right. Hey there. Let's keep it moving. There we go. Okay, I'm keep it going. All right. Uh-oh. DJ Get Lucy has some music for you.
All right. I'm always down to collaborate with other artists and other music producers. It's about growth, for one.
That's right.
It's all about growth and networking.
And may I share that he's been in the business for over 25, 30 years. He's worked with some very famous artists that you've known of. And so I hope you guys can collaborate. We can share the information. I'll put his email address up in a bit so you guys can just like collaborate. He is awesome. Awesome. Good. Yes.
Oh, good.
All right. It says sampling is a form of admiration. I would say so too. That's Stevie G. All right. All right, let's see. Oh, we have a whole lot of family up in here, that's for sure. Hey, Warren, that's my sweetie. Hey, Warren, how you doing? All right. Okay, so really quickly before we go to my next sponsor, and I know we kind of like pushing time, but I enjoy great conversation and education and all that stuff. So, and information, I enjoy all of that. Talk about some of your other music that you sent me. Is there any song that you want? So, what do you want people to get from all of the music that you put out so far?
I think it's a lesson in everything. Probably a lesson. You don't know until you sit down, you writing. Sometimes you don't know what you're going to write about. Sometimes I can write a whole song and then look at it and say, damn, what am I going to call it? And then I have to go back and say, damn, what am I talking about in here? Majority. Well, that's going to be the name of it, love or something like that. So I actually sent you a song called Confused. And
that song, that was nice.
And this is basically just putting a man, you may have an understanding with a woman. Look, we friends with benefits. When I'm out there, you can't catch feelings because, we don't go together, this and that. And then you realize she understands it, but the feeling she may have for you is up here. Your understanding is here. So it can be a problem later, Catch you at Applebee's eating with a girl. Hold up. No, anything can happen, She can't suppress those feelings. So the song is mainly about, if a man was in those shoes, what would I do if I caught feelings for a female and I understood that we had an understanding, but I wanted more. So
wow. I love that song. I love to see how it reversed. I'm pretty sure many of us have had that experience. Don't tell
nobody. A lot of women, a lot of women go through that.
It's a game I can't play. I can't play that game. So it's like, I'm good. But you guys, we're going to tune in to DC Smoke D's song Confused. But first, I need to check on my other sponsor, and it's Armstrong International Media, also known as AIM, for the culture, for the collective. Let's get into it with that real quick. We'll be right back. Hold on 1 second.
Armstrong International Media, or AIM, for the culture, for the collective, is the global premier cultural arts network where we hold all our power. A social media and marketing company, we also offer voiceovers, graphic design, commercial development, and of course, podcast production. Speak out loud to start your day or whisper into your evening. Discuss relationships or catch a one-man, one-woman feature. Dominating through testimony is, of course, poetry. Make sure to contact us for affordable packages to invest in your brand or your business. So make sure to follow, subscribe, like, and share. And AIM, for the culture, for the collective.
Neglected, rejected, my mom molested from the mental anguish of being with you. Wanting to be rid of the pain I'm going through. Holding my pillow tight, damn, something just ain't right. If you can't feel me sobbing next to you in bed, is it all in my head? Have I created a non-existent problem between you and I? The guy who stepped from my dreams, I mean.
April says, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all under the name Armstrong International Media, your spot for internet TV broadcasting for poetry and indie artists. AIM, for the culture, for the collective.
Okay, we are back. We are back. So April J. Armstrong is the CEO and curator of Armstrong International Media. So she's looking for singers, poets, rappers. If you have a video that you want played in rotation on her station, it's a media, TV, and the internet streaming platform. Get in contact with her for affordable prices. I can't talk right now. Affordable prices and social media marketing service. You want to contact April J. Armstrong at aimincorporated21@gmail.com. Again, that's AIM, AIM, incorporated, the numbers 2 and 1 @gmail.com. Not only is April the CEO and curator of AIM, we just heard her song To a Friend, and it's available for purchase on all streaming platforms. She is the first spoken word artist on Untitled Records. And again, her new song To a Friend, the house edit, can be purchased at Untapped Recordings. Untapped Talent Recordings @gmail.com. So check her out. And she has, I'm telling you, she has so many great shows on her channel. I will be showing some commercials towards the end of our interview. Great show. I want you guys to tune in to Armstrong International Media. This show, an interview with, will air on Armstrong International Media this spring, maybe towards the summer, but it's going to be on Roku and Fire Stick. So stay tuned for their official launch. And I want to thank again Armstrong International Media for presenting an interview with. All right. So we are back. If you are just tuning in, which I hope you're not, but if you are, it's an interview with DC's own Smoke D. So again, thank you to everybody who have tuned in. And I did see something that I do want to relate back to you, Smoke D. I kept the banner up. She asked me to pass the phone number to you. They want your music on their radio show. Again, this is Untapped Records and Untapped Music Radio, an internet radio station. And when I say global, they have over 1 million listeners. And I've been told constantly, London, the overseas over there, they love us. Not only the Caribbean, but also the not only them, but the Caribbean and also South America. So they want your music on the radio. I'm gonna
make sure you get it.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna make sure of that. I will follow up on that. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
I want you guys to also know that To a Friend, April J. Armstrong's music, To a Friend, the first spoken word house mix was produced by DJ Get Loose. So he's again a part of Untapped Talent Records. I'm so like trying to like multitask. I'm all over the place right now. But thank you so much to everybody for again tuning in. We have DC's own Smoke D on the show. He's in the building. DC Smoke D. If you had any advice for an independent artist, music, film, radio, author, what advice would you have for those guys coming on board into this industry?
I would tell them to safeguard themselves by, once you make your music, hopefully try to at least own the track, buy your track so it can be exclusive, so you won't have that, no problems down the line, unless you're just trying to get a buzz or something like that. Mm-hmm. But even if you get a buzz, you got to be careful who you get the beats from. But if you own it, you wouldn't have that problem. Once it's cleared, then it's yours and things like that. Copyright, make sure you always copyright your music. You can publish it through BMI, ASCAP, CSAC. So, you cover all your basics when it comes to that. At least copyright it and go from there. And if you already have music out there, and I made this mistake before, put a song on Facebook and you think people just going to eat it up. No, you got to go to them. There's 1 million sites out there. Let's say if you do hip hop music, you type in the word hip hop, you're going to have a slew of words say hip hop. Start tagging your music on them sites. Go to the visitor posts. And if you got videos, post your videos so other people can see it. And they'd be in different states. It's not just where you live at. So, the internet is a big world out here. You might have your music in Arizona, Nebraska, something like that. Hip hop in Nebraska. Type it up and just, post your music so the world can see you, even though you're still in one spot. Don't just post it on your page and think everybody going to visit your page. Go to them.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Now I do have a couple of other songs from you. I could play your whole catalog. I don't care. I absolutely love your music. Is there anything you want to play next? You want us to hear next?
What was we talking about? What we have. If you want to do with them, we can do with Confused. DC's own Smoke D Confused song featuring Coco Man. He's a great singer also. So
I love that. Okay, so one other thing that I love that you do, I don't know, and it could be that I never noticed before, but I noticed with you. You shout out your producers who wrote the song, who produced the song, who played the violin, who played the flute. It's like you put that in your description for all of your music. Guys, he's definitely on Facebook. I'm gonna put the banner up real quick. Hold on. He's on all social media platforms, but you will notice that he literally shouts out all of his team. anyone he's interacted with or collaborated with, he puts them out there. And I like that because that gives me a chance I don't know, I'm not all that, but I'm just saying, I'm like, okay, he did that, but let me see what else that producer has done. And I will find other music that he's done. So you pretty much put them out there. It's like putting all those dudes out there to get or persons out there to get the same exposure. And I like about that. I don't know if I've noticed that with any other artists. I could have missed it. No, there was one, Del Royale. I've noticed he did the same thing. And I think that's pretty cool that you do that because, again, you could have people out there who may like that sound and say, y'all want to hire that producer to do my work, And I think that's absolutely awesome to just make sure it's that same shine.
You have to put your shout out to the Dream Beats. So they also produced this song, but it's important that you put your producers out because they don't really get the credit they deserve. Somebody like a beat, oh man, that joint sound tight. And all you say is thanks. Instead of just saying, that was produced by such and such. That was produced by such and such. Because he got to eat too. Right. If we the artists, we got to speak for them. They make the beat produced by such and such. He's a good guy. He makes great music. Go check him out. That's how we all come up,
Exactly.
That's how we all come up.
And absolutely, like I said, I was like, when I went through every song you sent me, I said, yo, he shouts out everybody on this project. It's like not one person was missing. And I said, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, honestly. Whether you pay for the beat or not, you still are humble enough to just shout those folks out. I think that's important.
Yeah.
So, do you want to introduce your next song?
Yeah, I will go by DC's own Smoke D, song called Confused, featuring Coco Man, produced by the Dream Beats.
All right.
Check it out.
Right back. Check it out.
Hey, have you ever been in a situation that you was dealing with somebody and y'all had a certain understanding, friends with benefits or whatever you want to call it, and you caught feelings when you didn't supposed to? Man, let me tell you something. It was a time when I didn't really care until I met this female I didn't want to share. Caught feelings and it didn't supposed to happen. Snuck from behind, it must have happened over time. I'm kind of confused and don't know what to do. Trying to maintain, riding out this love train. But the feeling's getting stronger. I don't know if I can hold it any longer. I'm mad cause I brought it on myself. We see other people, but I don't want nobody else. I really need to get my mind right, then break the news to her when the time's right. And fall back cause I knew the rules. Losing my cool, now I'm feeling like a fool. Mr. Lover, man, that's what I used to say. But catching these feelings, this the price I gotta pay. Damn. She looking at me, I'm just another man to make her feel happy. I know the rules, so I'm playing my position, and suppress what I'm feeling, bro, and play it off as if I was an actor. Anita Baker, caught up in a rapture. I don't wanna play this game, so forget it. Don't wanna deal with the things that come with it. It's like laughing and crying at the same time, not to lose focus, dealing with emotions. But maybe if we talk, we can make it work. Rejection, not trying to get my feelings hurt. I think of her a lot and then I lose sleep in the middle of the night. Hey, have you ever been in a situation that you was dealing with somebody and y'all had a certain understanding, friends with benefits or whatever you want to call it, and you caught feelings when you didn't supposed to? Man, let me tell you something. It was a time when I didn't really care. Until I met this female I didn't want to share. Caught feelings and it didn't supposed to happen. Snuck from behind, it must have happened over time. I'm kinda confused and don't know what to do. Trying to maintain, riding out this love train. But the feeling's getting stronger. I don't know if I can hold it any longer. I'm mad cause I brought it on myself. We see other people, but I don't want nobody else. I really need to get my mind right. Then break the news to her when the time's right. And fall back cause I knew the rules. Losing my cool, now I'm feeling like a fool. Mr. Lover, man, that's what I used to say. But catching these feelings, this the price I gotta pay. Damn. She looking at me, I'm just another man to make her feel happy. I know the rules, so I'm playing my position, so and suppress what I'm feeling, bro, and play it off as if I was an actor. Anita Baker, caught up in a rapture. I don't wanna play this game, so forget it. Don't wanna deal with the things that come with it. It's like laughing and crying at the same time, not to lose focus, dealing with emotions. But maybe if we talk, we can make it work. Rejection, not trying to get my feelings hurt. I think of her a lot and then I lose sleep. In the middle of the night, feelings run deep. A smooth operator's what I thought I was. They messed around and fell in love. Damn. I'm so into you. I'm so into you. I don't know what to do. I'm so into you. I don't know what to do. I'm so into you. And I don't know what to do. So in love. So in love. So in love, babe. So in love. So in love. So in love. So in love, yeah. I didn't really want it. I really didn't mean it. You really don't want this. You gotta have it, babe. Oh, yeah.
Forgive me for that glitch. I apologize. The computer I am on, this laptop is so sensitive. It just cut me off, and I was like, "Oh my God, no!"
You want to hear it again?
I was seriously from the beginning, right? I love that song, and shout out to the feature. What is his name again?
Coco Man.
Oh, he can sing. I love his voice.
Yeah, he can sing.
First of all, it's smooth groove. So, who produced this track?
The Dream Beats produced
That's
that.
right. Okay. Yeah. That was nice and very dreamy. And homeboy can sing. I was sitting in the background rocking when I realized I kind of like touched the key that I shouldn't touch. I was like, it's so sensitive. But it's all good. Yeah. I want to thank you so much for just hanging out with me.
Anytime.
And I want y'all to know that I have all his social media handles in the bar real quick. We have Facebook, we have IG, Twitter, and YouTube. So if you want to learn more about DC's own Smoke D, hit him up on his social media. And he has some fabulous songs. I mean, literally some nice songs. He's represented DMV well. The DMV well. From way back when up until now, and he's teaching through his music. He's sharing his music, being very transparent. But not only that, he's teaching through his music. And I mean, like I said, we had a private conversation through a pre-interview, and I learned so much about the industry, about music, about the business, about all of that. And I was like, oh my God, folks need to hear this stuff. It's like literally they need to hear it. So I hope that one day you get a chance on your maybe YouTube page. You could like do a class.
Yeah.
I don't know, because you had so much to share.
Oh, just call me up. Yeah, I'll have no problem. I just want everybody to grow as artists. But I'm learning that we don't have a lot of outlets like we used to either.
Okay.
At one time we had a lot of open mic. Now it's all karaoke now, where I'm from.
I love karaoke.
So, love karaoke, but as I see, it ain't much to do but karaoke. Okay. So what I do, I go to karaoke's and do my own music.
Yep, that's how I met you. That's how you met me.
Yep. And that was my first time there. I said I want to go somewhere nobody knows me, so I would get a real constructive criticism of what you're doing. You know, not your support system. Oh yeah, that joint tight. I'm just here for support. I want the real. So yeah.
I think that was smart. I think that was smart. And the reception that night was really awesome. It was awesome. Yeah. It was awesome. I think that was very smart. I can't remember what night you were on. Was it Thursday? I think it might have been.
It was a Thursday.
It was Thursday.
Yeah. Was a Tuesday or Thursday? One of them.
So it was a Thursday.
Yeah. So for the ones who have karaoke in their area, it might be a good idea if you have merchandise to go to a karaoke and don't sing, do your own music. Let people know who you are. You know, it could be fun and you can be serious at the same time. And just so happen they may like what you're doing. And you can always say, well, I got merchandise also. I got CDs, I got digital downloads. You like that song, you can find it on iTunes or here or there. So that's network. Make some money out of
networking. I love that networking because we're already out there spending money as it is.
Yeah.
And again, that night that you showed up at that, let me shout out His and Hers. His and Hers in Washington, D.C. That's where I met DC's own Smoke D. And I was like sitting in the back, way in the back. And I was like, who is that? And when I realized that it was not karaoke, it was your actual music, I was like, oh my God, he's awesome. I want him on my show.
Yeah.
Independent artists, come on my show, share with the rest of the global what you're doing. And I'm so happy I met you. But his music was awesome that night as it is tonight. Guys, please tune in. You have all his social media right here in the banner. You only heard what, 2 songs, 3 songs? Here's a great catalog, and he's working on some stuff upcoming. Yeah. So please, reach out to homeboy and get his music. The music is nice. That's what I keep saying is that your music. And I've enjoyed everyone's music that I've had a chance to meet. It is so nice to be able to hear. I don't want to say something I resonate most with, but because I love music across the board as it is, but it was something about your music, like literally it's like a testimony / my story / my auntie's story / mama's story / that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to say it, but that music like literally is like wow. So I think it's going to bless a lot of people, and I hope that I want to see you grow. I want to see it continue to grow.
Thank you. So I have to let them know it's a little bit of everything. My music contains storytelling, little gangster rap, a lot of little conscious. Just mix it up as a whole person. You got your days that you have confrontations. So I have confrontational music on there. So just all in one. So my album, you're gonna consist of different styles all the time.
You know what? If you don't mind, I'm not going to hold you up much longer, but
remember
we talked about the difference between releasing a single as opposed as an EP or LP.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
A single is just like one song. If you want to just say you're working on one single and versus an EP, it's like 6 songs, a short body of work. And I usually like to do EPs because nowadays it's hard to catch people's attention on a full album nowadays. You got 13, 14 songs. I don't know too many people will sit there and listen to the whole 13 or 14 songs without intertwining with something else. So I try to give them at least 6 or 7 powerful good songs, good songs. And if I can catch them with that, maybe that'd be a trending thing. More EPs than albums.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And may I ask another question? I'm
Of
just
course.
trying to see if we had our pre-interview. We talked about the difference between I think you said MP3 versus a track something.
A track out. Yeah. MP3, when people send MP3s versus track out. When I used to go to studio, they gave me that option. Like, okay, do you want an MP3 or track out? And I will automatically say MP3 because it was quicker to rap on. But I didn't realize by MP3 I couldn't move the components, like turn the bass up, turn the treble down, mute this sound, because an MP3 is already made for you. Versus a track out has every little element in that song. Mm-hmm. The cymbal, the bass, the guitar, this and that. And you get to control the levels of it. How much you want the guitar in, how much bass in the the drums, the hi-hat and all of that. So I prefer the track out, so I can just move and control it the way I want.
You want to do it. Okay, I get it. So, and then one more thing I want to talk about before you go is the importance of understanding copyrights as an independent artist. What do you control as an artist over copyright as opposed to those that you collaborated with?
Well, it's ways you could do that. I like to copyright everything I make, because at the end of the day, you want to own it. And sometimes you don't see the future down 20 years from now. You may have kids, grandkids that can inherit your music catalog and keep your name going for you.
Got you.
So that's why it's important. It's not about me right now. I'm making the music now, but I'm trying to plant the seeds for down the line to keep me going. Maybe my anniversary, maybe my great grandson may make an anniversary album or my greatest hits or something, to keep me going. So that's what it's about, planting seeds and letting them grow down the line. Okay. And artists, don't give up. Don't ever give up. I know you probably don't have a lot of outlets out there, or you running across the wrong people, and it makes you just want to give up. Man, forget this, man. Everybody just trying to get over. Never give up. The right people are out there. You're going to collaborate with them. Just take time sometimes. So just take your time. Don't want to rush nothing. And don't give up. Call me. We can collaborate, Let's just keep the music going. Make great music.
I know that's right. So I want to, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time out to hang out with me. I always say that because, literally, you could have been with anybody else and sharing your knowledge, your gifts with anyone else or any other platform. But you say, I'm going to hang out with little Miss Eunice Peaches White, and we're going to just share my music with them, with she and her guests. But thank you so much, DC's own Smoke D, for hanging out. I do appreciate it. I do.
We're going to do it again.
Yes, we are. Whenever you get more stuff, I invite everyone to come back. That's what this platform is about. That's what UTR is about. That's what Armstrong International Media is about. We're about the independent artists and making sure we get them out. Independent artists, whether you, like I said, poets, singers, writers, filmmakers, whatever. If you have a talent as an independent artist and you want to get it out there, you can hit me up. It's an interview with 430@gmail.com. And I'll be happy to schedule you and let you tell your whole story. And that's what we're doing. Just putting you out there. Let me see. And I put you up here already how people can find your music or find out what you're doing. Find out when you're performing. We have you on Facebook, IG, Twitter, and YouTube. Guys, hit him up. His music is awesome. Go to his YouTube page. You see all his videos. We only play 2 or 3 songs, 2 songs, and I want to play one more. But that's up to you. But hey,
I'm fine. I got all day. I'm good. So
for real? Hey. Okay, you should have said that. You should have said that.
I'm good. I'm comfortable.
I want to hear plus size. I want to hear plus size.
Play plus size.
Talk about plus size.
Plus size came along with. In a nutshell, I love all women. And I love all women. It doesn't matter, black, white, this and that, thick, skinny. So it was more of a song directed to the plus size women,
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of raunchy or whatever, but it's fun. It's giving them a grown and sexy shout out. So I let them be the judge of it, and just, it was fun. I liked it.
So I have to say, excuse me, I'm sorry. These allergies are getting the best of me. But anyway, I have to say that today, I think, maybe yesterday or sometime last week, Rihanna, she has her lingerie line, or her lingerie line called Savage X Fenty. And I'm not sure how her videos flow through my timeline, but I will say that when I watched one of her videos, it could have been like a fashion show of some sort. She had every size woman. And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? When you think about it, Carnival in most of the Caribbean islands, they honor the woman. They don't care if you big, small, wide, this like this. You are beautiful. They promote that beauty. They're not judging. You don't have to be a size this right here, or a pencil, whatever. They want you to shine in the parade. So when she put her latest line out, it could have been this year, like spring 2022, or it could have been fall 2021. The bottom line, what I'm trying to say is she honored all women. And guess how many women were in that lineup? Plus size. When I say plus, I mean plus size.
Yes.
I'm not meaning the way that we see plus size. I mean the plus size. It's like at first you'd be like, and you'd be like, wait a minute, okay, girl, go for it. And I appreciate Rihanna for that. That's why I love her so much. I love Rihanna, but that's why I love her so much. She appreciates the female body, or the masculine body. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing to try to promote and get away from this standard. Like, come on, bro, like for real. And it's a size for everyone. So when I saw the video plus size, I said, okay.
Oh yeah. So matter of fact, shout out to Drum Swagger for making a beat, and he's also singing a hook on there. So
we're about to hook up, y'all, and watch plus size. Y'all check out DC's own Smoke D plus size. Shout out to all the plus size women in the building. Be right back.
Plus size. I need a plus size girl. I need a plus size. I need a plus size girl. I need a plus size woman, not afraid to get nasty, with no shame, in a game, not a lame. Straight humble like a dog in heat, a queen in the street, but a bedroom freak. Put it down while I butter you up, just like a sandwich. A full figure I can manage, but I might do some damage. If you're not afraid of a little pain, don't do the damn thing. Big cutie wanna rock on me? You like 225, won't you get on top of me and let you ride like the Wild Wild West? I'm not conceited, but I know I am the best. I'm in the zone when I'm doing the do. Food, I thought you knew. Big girls need love too. I'ma serve that ass like a waiter. She may be your girlfriend, so don't be a hater. Creeping on the elevator. I'm not new to this. Put this thing smooth in your uterus and tell your girlfriends how we get jiggy with it, and watch your brother get niggy with it. I need a plus size. I need a plus size girl. I need a plus size. I need a plus size girl. I need a big girl, not talking obese bro, but a thick girl to work it out like a pro. Break it down, baby. When you do it like that, toot it up in the air. Let me hit it from the back. We can get it on. So what you wanna do? I have a limit to things I wanna do to you. I don't discriminate. We can keep the bed rocking like an earthquake. See how much of this you can take. I'm not a minute man. You be reaching your climax after one another. Make you holler for your mother. I'm a freak. I like to creep when your kids asleep. Hit the G-spot and make your knees weak. I'm a professional. A lot of brothers talk the same shit, but I can back it up real quick. I'm not short, I have a long stick, and when it comes to hitting and sticking the chick quick, I like them thick. I need a plus size. that. I'ma show you what that coochie made for. Got the lift and the whip to hit the spot. Come and give me what you got. I have you pulling out your own hair as we do it from the steps to the floor to the chair. Smoke, he ain't got time to waste. Give me your name and your number. Let's cut through the chase. Spontaneous grown folks lean you over a sink and hit you off with some long strokes. You could call me a nasty man, you dig? I keep it real, but it is what it is. I love all women, don't get me wrong, it's true. But big baby, this one's for you. I need a plus size. I need a plus size, girl. I need a plus size. I need a plus size,
Okay.
Shout out to Twan Dosa also for the videos. He does all my videos. Twan Dosa. Thank you.
You know what? Look, I'm glad you said that because I was like, his videos are so cool. I love all your videos. Every video I've seen, I'm like, the color is great. I mean, well, I can get to all the technicals. I love videos. I love videos. I'm always in movies. I'm always looking for stuff. I love sound. I love the visuals. I love the coloring. I love all that stuff. So I'm more. If I go to a movie, honestly, I'm looking at all that the technical stuff. I don't care about the storyline. I'm like, did that right? That's just me. But anyway, great guy. Shout out to him and all that he's doing with this videography. He's doing a great job. I love the color. Real nice.
Thank you.
He's literally telling a wonderful story. Literally. I mean, I love it.
He's good. He's good with the camera.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good with those pictures, moving pictures that they say. But he's doing a good job. Shout out to him, and I wish him much continued success. Man, Smoke D, I wish we had more time. I'm like super over my time, but I enjoyed you. I wish I could have played your other music and just talk more, but I appreciate you. I literally appreciate you.
It's gonna be a time, no problem. I got, like I said, another project coming up, so I'll be back again.
Please do come back. And to everybody that tuned in tonight, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I go over because the conversation is so great. That's why. And normally I try to keep it under like an hour, but I try. But I'm telling you, when the conversation is great, when there's lessons to be learned, I don't care. I just go over. But anyway, Joyce Wright. Hey, Joyce. Thank you for tuning in, sweetheart. Thank you. She said, great show.
Thank you.
That's thank you, Terry. Thank you so much, Terry. I love her so much. Yeah, there we go. So I will be sharing your information with that crew, UTR, so you can get your music on their radio station because they are super, super global.
Okay.
And my show again will be airing tomorrow night. Good Lord, tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 p.m. And you guys can catch it in the audio.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and thanks for having me. And it was great. It was very great. Very comfortable too.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. And I hope to see you again in the future.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I hope we can do is stay connected because I appreciate you so much for just being as humble as you are. I mean, again, not many people will meet someone and want to share.
Yeah.
You don't get that. Everybody trying to keep it to themselves, and they like you get it on your own. But for you to be that humble enough to just share what you've experienced through your career with somebody else or anyone else, that's amazing to me. So I want you to please stay in touch.
Thank you. I sure will. It's all about growth.
That's what it's all about. So anyway, everybody out there, wherever you are right now, I just want to say thank you to tuning in. I want to thank my guest, DC's own Smoke D. He is representing the DMV. I say DMV, but I know you say DC's own.
It's okay.
Raised there, and as he should. But I want to say thank you so much to him and all of you guys for just joining us tonight. I look forward to watching DC's Smoke D grow. And he is. He's going to grow. He's put too much out there to not grow. He's planted too many seeds to not grow. So I literally look forward to seeing him just like blossom and just continue doing his thing and continue growing and continue sharing. That's the most important thing. The fact that he shared. Y'all don't understand what I'm trying to say, but he shared. He took time to share with me a lot about this industry, a lot about life and all that stuff through his music. That's a blessing. And I just wish him so much. I'm here to support all of your work. So you please come back anytime. The platform is yours, okay? And if you want to purchase his music, it's available on all music streaming platforms, okay?
That's right.
And he shared some gems tonight, and he couldn't. You know what? We didn't have one of those kind of interviews where you could just say, you know what? I want to have a show where I just drop gems to independent artists coming up in here, because that's a whole show by itself. We got but I literally appreciate what you actually shared. Okay, so thank you so much, and I want to just thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I truly hope you enjoyed yourself. I really do. And I want to especially thanks my sponsors, Untapped Talent Records, Untapped Music Radio, and Armstrong International Media, also known as AIM, for the Culture for the Collective. I hope you come back next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, you're going to meet a young lady. She's an entrepreneur, and she's here to help you learn about all things identity protection next week. So a little bit different, but she's here to share everything she has to share about that type of thing. Protection, security, all of that stuff, everything. And we all need that. All right. So come back next week, 8 p.m. Tuesday, live on Facebook and in YouTube. Okay. I always like to leave this little last quote. I like to dedicate this to my girl. She's rest in peace to Cherie Lofton. She had mentioned to me one day, she said, positive elements activate creative energy. And when you put them all together, you will have peace. Positive P, elements E, activate A, creative energy C, creative C in the energy. And when you put them all together, you will have peace. So until next time, everybody, God bless everyone. And I hope to see you next week on an interview with, and stay tuned for Smoke D. He has it going on. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
So we're going to close the broadcast. God bless everybody. Bye.
Bye.